Hey everybody, and welcome to the finale of Portal. Last time around, we beat Test Chamber 19, but found out that it was all a ruse and that the voice that's been talking to us in this entire time has actually been there. They haven't been pre-recorded messages like we had initially thought. So we've been exploring throughout these back rooms and eventually made it all the way here. And this time around, we're going to meet that voice. But before I do, there's a lot of stuff before we actually meet the voice that I need to talk about, and that's very important. First of all, this is the other instance of that projector room right here. It has all the same stuff on it, although it is a little bit hard to tell because I feel like the exposure is a little bit like brighter than normal. But yeah, no. I have a feeling, yeah, no, it just switches. There's no way I'm gonna be able to actually read that, but I'm gonna leave it on here in case you guys want to read it again. But yeah. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing that I wanted to talk about is that I'm just going to say this right up front. We are going to be fighting the final boss of this game because yes, this game does have a proper final boss to it. And there is a lot of optional dialogue in this fight. Some of the dialogue I will be showing, however, most of it I will not be showing simply because there is a lot of it, and just in terms of pacing in the video and wanting to show off other various fun facts, I am going to be talking over most of it, and I will, don't worry, I will show off all of the optional dialogue during that fight in a bonus video. In one of the many bonus videos of this series, because I said this is the finale, but we are nowhere near done, don't worry about it. But yeah, no, just recognize that even though I am going to be talking over a lot of the things the characters are going to be saying, you'll get to listen to it at a later time. It's just, there's a reason for the things that I am saying, and it's just going to be a lot, like, more, like, better paced. If I didn't, then this whole video would just be, like, literally just me, like, waiting around, waiting for characters to say things, and it would feel really clunky. This is where the voice is. This giant middle crate inside this big abyss. This looks, it almost gives off the vibe of, like, at the end of Empire Strikes Back with, like, Luke and Vader inside of those dark hallways and, like, rooms during their fight, and when they get into the room with the giant air conditioner. It kind of invokes that similar feeling. I didn't really feel that feeling until just this very moment, but just looking at this, it really gives that thing, especially the hallway. It's a very Star Wars hallway, I feel. And only there's like nothing going on. You think there would be like a desk or something. Literally just two chairs, and that's it. That's okay. Can't open that door or the one at the end of the hallway, so there's nothing else for us to do other than meet the lady herself.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead. I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse, somehow. I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone. Do you think I'm trying to trick you with reverse psychology? I mean, seriously now. Where are you taking that thing? Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me. Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later. That thing is probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it. Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much. Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel? Have I lied to you? I mean, in this room? Trust me, leave that thing alone. I am being serious now. That crazy thing is not part of any test protocol. Just ignore that thing and stand still. Think about it. If that thing is important, why don't I know about it? I'll tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours, so leave it alone. Are you even listening to me?
There we go, that's it. Look, I know I just said that I wasn't going to wait around for optional dialogue, but that is the one exception. I just wanted to wait for that, because we're not actually in the actual fight. Nevertheless, there's that word again. Let's take off this thing and burn it in hell! Sorry, I said... Almost. We're almost there. Not quite to hell yet. We're in purgatory. And where did it go? How did it get down there? No. Come on. Come on, pick it up. Here we are. It's interesting because this character right here, I don't think has ever been given an official name, despite it being a very, like, a unique asset and everything, which I find very awkward. But anyways, now let's start the actual fight.
You're kidding me. Did you just set that aperture science thing, we don't know what it does, into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that... Whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters.
And here we are, the final boss of Portal with GLaDOS, who you never get to learn the name of in the actual game. It's never spoken out loud, but I was looking up at her sides earlier, and yeah, printed on her sides is the name GLaDOS. You would never know that unless you did that or watched this Let's Play, I guess. And you would not believe how difficult it was to not tell you all of that throughout this entire Let's Play. I made absolutely sure not to say that her name was GLaDOS throughout this whole fucking time. And it was really difficult. There was even one point where I actually messed up and accidentally said her name. I had to, like, edit around it. So, I am proud of myself for that one. That I did that. And damn it, I missed. If it wasn't obvious, you're supposed to use this thing that we just, this, whatever this is. Again, I don't know the official name of it. But you're supposed to use it in order to fire these rockets at her. That's a little bit too high, though. I need to bring that closer to the ground. Let's go with...
Did you hear me?
Yes, yeah. Again, GLaDOS gonna be yapping away. We can't really do that, unfortunately. Nope, still not quite the right angle. In fact, none of these are really the right angle. Let's...
That's it.
Go with a more...
I'm not reasoning with you.
Something like this?
There's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot...
Yeah, there we go. Let's try something like that instead. Don't fire over there. Bring it around town. There we go. Almost. Almost. You're very close. Just like go over here.
Did you say something? I sincerely hope you weren't expecting that.
There we are, there we are, there we are. Fire it in!
The talking is...
Just like that. Here is one of these spheres. I believe this is referred to as the Curiosity Sphere. And she is also played by Ellen McLean. And yeah, the way that you defeat this boss is essentially just placing two portals over here, taking off these cubes that you get when you shoot the rockets at her, and burn them up in the incinerator, which I find it hilarious that the only reason that the incinerator exists as a thing in the game, period, is just to teach you about it for this fight. I'm not even kidding. That's the entire reason why it exists and why the whole companion cube thing exists. It's just because they realized that they hadn't introduced it yet and were like, oh, let's do this. I don't know, that's just... It's sincerely funny to me. No, it's... I mean, I guess it is technically a gun, just not the gun that you're thinking of. Damn it! The fact that we're timed because of the neurotoxin is not helping matters. As you can see, yeah, we have 3 minutes left on the clock. I'm just not very good at doing this efficiently.
You think you're doing some damage?
2 plus 2 is...
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long. Well, you've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster.
Anyways, I don't know why I let her talk there for a minute, but the point is, we're supposed to fling ourselves, yeah, right up there. Oh, just barely missed it. Supposed to fling ourselves up there and get that. What she said about, 2 plus 2 being 10 in base 4, she's actually not wrong about that. Base 4 is a way of counting things, in, like, coding and programming, and, yeah, 2 plus 2 in that, particular coding language is actually 10. I only know this because I took AP Computer Science in my high school class, and my professor actually used that clip from this game as a way of explaining that, believe it or not. Yeah, it's just one of the ways that this game is just so smart. It's one of the probably one of my favorite quotes from GLaDOS. This sphere is referred to as the intelligence sphere, and he or she, I'm not quite sure, I'm pretty sure it's a he though, even though it's also voiced by Ellen McLean, is also giving out ingredients to the cake recipe as well. There we go. Almost, damn it. But yeah, also giving out ingredients to the cake recipe. There's also theories that this is the same character as Wheatley from Portal 2 because of the similar designs, but I think we'll get more into that when I Let's Play Portal 2. Fuck. I mean, I think it's certainly possible, because there's a lot of similarities, but I'm not entirely sure myself. Can I put it in the... Why am I so bad at doing that? Let's do this. No. Yes, I do care. I care about kicking your ass. I don't know why I'm not usually this crappy at this fight. Come on. I swear to God. Put it in the hole!
Did you hear me? I said you don't.
Yes, I heard you. Oh my God. I know I can do this. I'm not an idiot. My mom said so.
Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin.
Anyways, unfortunately, it looks like I am gonna fail this fight, so I'll meet you guys back to where we were.
Put it on cereal, rub it right into my nose. Honestly,
This is what it looks like when you die from neurotoxin, though.
you, on the other hand, are going to find its deadliness a lot
There we go.
comfortable.
And there we are. That's it.
Emitters.
Honestly, I kind of wish there was like a unique death animation from it or something, but whatever. There we go! Back to where we left off, and with significantly more time on the docket. Just have to do the same thing as before. I do kind of wish that there were like different ways that you had to maybe fire the rockets at GLaDOS or something like that, but overall, this is still a really entertaining fight. This fight actually went through a lot of like different stages of development, actually. Originally, like I said, it was going to start off as that fight against all of those turrets in that one giant room. You had to like redirect lasers in order to fire at GLaDOS. This would have been followed by a chase sequence as well, but playtesters just preferred a simple like puzzle boss, so they just changed it to this, which good call, honestly. I really like this fight. Really? That didn't count? Seriously? Okay, let's see here. There we go. You have to aim it a lot lower than I imagine, honestly. Come on. I also think she moves around a lot more erratically in the later phases of the fight, which does make it a bit more difficult to hit. This right here, though, is the final sphere. This is the anger sphere, and that is the only sphere in the entire game that is, or the only character in the entire game that isn't voiced by Ellen McLean. This is voiced by Mike Patton. And there's a very specific, it literally just makes all of these like growling and snarling noises. And there's a very specific sound that it makes that I actually want to let play because it's very sly Easter egg. I just don't know if we're going to be able to see it though. I'm not really, unfortunately I'm not really hearing it, which is a shame, but oh well. Let's just go ahead and burn up the final core. Oh, that was it! The yipe! That's... Fuck, what is it? That's the sound of the jockey from Left 4 Dead. Believe it or not. That yipe sound that it just made. I didn't think we were getting to hear that. Let's go. Shit! Where is it? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. 30 seconds left. Oh, where... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Please don't say I messed up just because I left for the yipe. But yeah, that yipe sound effect is the same as the jockey from Left 4 Dead, the original. That's it, though.
That's it. I'm done reasoning with you. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing. Starting now, there's going to be a lot less conversation and a lot more killing.
Thank you for assuming the potty escort submission position.
And that was Portal. This song that's currently playing is sung by Ellen McLean, and it's called Still Alive. I'm sure, on top of the cake and the companion cube, this is the other thing you already know about this game, even without playing it. And unfortunately, I am going to have to talk over it because of copyright claim, as well as things that I want to say. You can easily look up the song on YouTube, don't worry. It's absolutely wonderful. Although I have to admit, because I played Portal 2 first, I personally prefer the song in that game compared to this one. Although, I have really grown to like this song a lot. And I think that honestly sums up my thoughts on this game, because in my opinion, I do think that overall, Portal 2 just does a lot of things better. I think it is just the superior game. And I might just have bias for that because that's where I got my start. But the thing is, I used to just kind of think a little bit, not necessarily negatively about this game, but I almost thought it was optional. Like, you didn't need to play it in order to understand the story or mechanics of Portal 2. I couldn't disagree more now. Researching for this Let's Play and playing it for you guys, seeing your reactions to it, has really given me a newfound appreciation for Portal 1 in particular. I got to learn a lot about the development of it and things outside of the game, and it's a lot more in-depth than it appears at first. It feels a lot less like just a random college project, even though That is what it started out as. And it really feels like its own substantial game. And honestly, if you do like this, you are going to like Portal 2. And also, in terms of substantial things, we are nowhere near done, like I said at the beginning of the video. We still have quite a few more videos to go. There are a lot of... first off, there's the post-game of Portal, because there is, in fact, a post-game. There are also there's also the optional dialogue that I need to show off. There's also quite a bit of... Sorry, I just really like that part. There's your final Half-Life reference for you. But there's also some version differences that we need to discuss. And then after that, my next Let's Play will be another fairly short game, but another one that is around 20 years old and that I think people have slept on. This has been BHM, and I'll see you all for the bonus videos, and after that, for the next Let's Play. You guys have a wonderful night.
While you're dying, I'll be still alive.